We need entrepreneurs focused on being entrepreneurs. We need business people focused on their business, not on government reports and not on paying charges and fees.
Well, I'm hearing a lot about taxes. The government has just gotten bigger and more intrusive and costlier, at every step of the way. And this is one of those areas where, you keep talking about, governments adding more tax and creating more, higher taxes. I mean, you get to a point where there's a diminishing return. You can just keep raising taxes, but people aren't making money anymore. They're spending so much time, filling out reports for government and dealing with the bureaucracy, and it takes so long to get things done that you start not being able to make money, and then you start not being able to pay as much taxes. So there's a diminishing return, and we are at a phase in this country right now, across the country, and we see it here, all across Parry Sound, Muskoka, that that it's just gotten too expensive. And the cost of government is, it's making inflation worse. It's making the cost of living worse. There are some global factors for sure, but this is a cost of living crisis. This is a housing crisis. And it's all related to the cost, and government is a big part of that. And so we need to, reduce the burden of government on people's ability to earn and to provide for their families.
And so I think this might be a question people have when they talk to you, when they bring their concerns to you, and you have these conversations in this local space. How does that translate to what you bring back to Parliament Hill and what you do there?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I wasn't entirely sure, when I got elected, how that process worked exactly, but it actually works very well, particularly, certainly in our Conservative caucus. We have regular weekly meetings, and we talk about, not what's going on in Parliament. We talk about what we're hearing in our ridings, and I'll tell you too. Pierre Poilievre is he's one of those guys that every time we talk to him, what are you hearing? What are you hearing at home? What are you hearing in your ridings, right? And I hear him ask that question of all my colleagues. We're always talking. What are you hearing at the doors? He's one of those people that's constantly encouraging the team to be in the community, knocking on doors, all the time, not just at election time. And it's one of the most effective ways to know what people are dealing with, and to make sure that what we're talking about in Ottawa and what we're proposing, and hopefully soon when we're in government, what we're doing to fix it. And so that's how we make sure that we hear what's going on locally and how we can translate into national policy.